guys, and welcome back to FM 303 here with Football Manager 2020. And the Everton save at the moment's got a slight couple of glitches which are holding us up at the moment. I've had the game crash a few times. I'm trying to work out what it is. We sent the feedback across to Sports Interactive to have a look, so hopefully they'll be able to work it out. But I still wanted to come back to you all a bit of Football Manager action, so I've decided to go, well, home as such for me. I used to live in this city. It's in a different continent. It's different rules. It's different regulations. It's going to be a few bits for me to take you through to get us underway here. But yes, we are going for Toronto FC. Bearing in mind they just won the Eastern Conference this year in the MLS and they're going to go on to the finals, play Seattle for the MLS Cup. I think this is a great opportunity to get into Football Manager 2020 and get on with Toronto and introduce you to what was my home city. So really excited to do this. Let's take have a look through the team first of all. Right, heading straight into the team report now. I've already taken out all the players which are not going to feature. There are about 4 or 5 in the first team who really aren't up to scratch here that we're going to try and move on and try and, create some space to bring some players to come in. So we got numbers anyway, we got 2 at least for each position. You can see here from what we're going for, we're going to go for a narrow, with 3 up top in the attacking mid position, these fullbacks pushing forward here to add the width and support, try and dominate teams. Bear in mind we've got a quality side. With our designated players, we've already got Josie Altidore, who we can click on here and have a quick look at. Very good at this level, very well rounded, our complete forward, very much proven. Have a look at his history here, gets a lot of goals really for what he can do at this level, so he will lead the line for us. I'm not going to make any changes there whatsoever, sorry. And then we've got Alejandro Pozzo, who's come in, I believe, last season, 2 seasons from Genk, and he is really not featured so far according to the game, but he really is a top talent when you look at his stats at this level. Yeah, his passing, his flair, his first touch, all the things at this level where he's a star player, he will push us forward and be a real part of how we're going to break teams down. So that's absolutely wonderful. And then looking back, we also got the American legend, that is Michael Bradley, the captain of America at one point. He is Toronto's captain as well. He is a fantastic player, played a lot of games in Toronto, so he is someone we're going to keep as well. Our 3 designated players, you can't have any more than that. You can buy and sell obviously, but for this reason alone we're going to keep these guys as they are for the reason. And as you can see, a few other players of quality to note, like Omar Gonzalez, the centre half American, very decent at this level. You don't find with the MLS, it's like perhaps Serie A, there's not a lot of pace around surprisingly, so you're looking for a bit more physicality, a bit more presence, and when you're trying to build your side. But this is what we're going to go for. We're going to try and move some players on now, but I better take you through the rules of the MLS because obviously it's slightly different from what we're used to in England or Europe. Right, to give you a brief outline of the MLS and how it works, I've just had to go research this myself, so I hope I get this right. But the league is split into 2 divisions of 12, the conferences they're called, the West and the East. And what happens is you will play all these teams in your conference, in our case Atlanta United, Chicago, Cincinnati, Columbus, DC United, Montreal, New England, New York, New York for FC, New York, Orlando City, Philadelphia. And then you'll also, on the other hand, have 1 trip a season to go and play a Western Conference side. So we'll play all these teams once as well on our way to the last 14 games where the division will split. So as you can see here, there's a blue highlighted section with a green at the top. If you win your conference, you will make your way automatically to the MLS Cup semi-final, where you will obviously play the winner, I believe, of the playoffs, which is what this is for the last 14 games. And then I believe it goes into a knockout format to take you through to the cup itself. As you can see in past winners, Toronto have won it 2 years ago, so there's no pressure on us whatsoever with this one. We really want to get off to a good start. But anyway, that kind of briefly explains MLS. Now I'm going to go out and see what transfer business I can do. It's a bit going into the unknown because actually, when you look at the squad, we have got our designated players already. The registration here shows the challenges we face. There is a maximum team size, there's a maximum of non-Canadian players, and we've got to hit all these targets here when I'm signing players, so it might take a while. So I'm going to go get into it and see what team I can build now ready for the MLS. Just to quickly do club vision here now. The club culture is to sign high reputation players. Yeah, they've done that in the past. We know that with Toronto. They had players like Giovinco in the past, in his peak as well. Fantastic player. Sadly, he's moved on now. Love to have him to play with in this game. Unbelievable player he really is. Develop players using the club's youth system. And that is an interesting point of note coming to Toronto, because actually, if we go into the development centre here now in Toronto FC2, the thing you will note if we go to general info is, look at nationality. We've obviously got a lot of Canadians here. And when you think about about it, in the grand scheme of things, in the world picture of international football, there are very few clubs in world football that are going to contribute to the Canadian national football team. We are one of them, so we're going to try and push that in this save. I think that's very important to what we're trying to do. And we're going to come all the way back now, and as you can, the 5-year plan to grow the club's reputation, which is in progress. I'm pretty sure it was a good reputation already because we are past MLS Cup winners. End the current season to win the Canadian Championship. I haven't understood what that is yet. I believe it's a cup competition, yes. We probably should be the favourites, being probably the only professional team apart from maybe Montreal or Vancouver in that one. To finish the top 2 place of Supporters' Shield and to challenge for the MLS, and next season to win the MLS. So we have got interesting challenges ahead. This is going to be quite an into the deep end sort of challenge for us. Bear in mind, it's a new league, a new style of football, so I'm really looking forward to this. Let's go and now try and sign some players. Right, we've been pursuing transfer targets long into the night, as you can see in the webcam there, but we have managed to bring in 2 players, both on free transfers, not spent any money, tried to redistribute to the wage budget a little bit. However, it is very complicated, the MLS. I don't even think it's worth trying to explain to you how complicated it is to sign players. All I will say is, you know, you've got your 3 designated players. We got those, so we couldn't operate with any massive transfers, so we had to look at our more base salary players. With that in mind, I brought in as an emergency backup option on a free transfer Marco Franco, right back American. I'm not sure what his history is. Let's have a quick look here. Yeah, very non-league sort of player really in the American leagues. Come in to try and do us a job. Bit of a journeyman pro. Decent enough, you know. He's only going to be a backup option. We probably won't see much of him at all. But we might see a little bit more of this guy. Borja Cuiza used to play for Athletic Bilbao, I believe. Yeah, in his heyday, about 24-20 appearances for Athletic, sorry. So he comes in on a free transfer. He's decent for the MLS, and he look at his star rating there, very decent. Good physicals, good mentals, marking and tackling are where you need him to be. I think he'll do a fantastic job for Toronto FC this season. On outs, we have moved a few players on, as you can see here, like Zavaleta, who's one of our centre halves, wasn't good enough. Gone to try his hand over in France. Good luck to the lad. Hope he does pretty well. When you sell players abroad as well, it's worth noting that actually as well, you do lose 25% of that transfer revenue to the MLS, which is not ideal, but unfortunately it's something you have to face when they're trying to build their division. I would like if they'd actually lightened their rules a little bit and make things a lot easier anyway. But anyway, now we go to the team depth, and as you can see, we're playing quite a slight different formation. I've tweaked and brought in a right-sided player because I had good options there who I couldn't really afford to replace, so I'm going to try and utilise that in the system going forward. Now we got options, as you can see, we're quite well covered, and also more importantly, we've got a game coming up, Cincinnati at home in 3 days. I'll quickly take you to the schedule. So with that in mind, we might as well try and squeeze in this first game, and as you see from the friendlies, we've been absolutely smashing it, so fingers crossed we can get off to a good start in this one. Right, just saying that, I thought I'd managed to get the roster done pretty well, but unfortunately I've had to remove a player because I was slightly overspent by a couple of thousand, so Nick DeLon will not make it, and apparently now becomes a draft option, so hey ho, look at his star rating there, squad player, but realistically we've got a lot more options in that position, so you've got to make decisions sometimes, unfortunately, when it comes to this. Maybe we've got Cincinnati at home coming up, and you've got to get your registration and you've got to do what you've got to do, right? So fingers crossed it won't affect us too much and we can still push forward here. Let's get to Cincinnati. Let me take you through the team. Right, so here we go with the first game of the season here at BMO Field, a home game for us here in Toronto, Ontario. Our team today is a custom gegenpress, as we know. I'm going to go for something slightly different, really try and push our attacking options here. We are one of the favourites to do well this year. Bono, Oro, Gonzalez, Iquisa, Morrow, Bradley, Poslo, Ericsson here. And then we've got Benzuet, Osario and Altador. Lots of names to give me issues with, which would be absolutely wonderful. Coming up against Cincinnati today, I believe, isn't it? God, I lost where I was for a minute there. Yeah, sorry. Titan, Powell, Vanderwerf, Waston, Gutman, Bertone, Uloa, Luna, Akale, Lamna and Ndidi. That is going to be an interesting team we're going to come up against here. We are the massive favourites, and I wonder if we can go on and get to a good start on this one. I'm going to say a team which we win this with no problem whatsoever. Give them a bit of faith here to say, come on lads, we are ready to get our season underway. End the team talk. We're going to be quite attacking. I've had plenty of time to think about this, and then hopefully now we can get to the match. Yeah, and we're in 2D for this one as well as we take on Cincinnati. So that is going to be a hell of an interesting start to our season. Come on now, Toronto. Can we do anything here? We launch a counter-attack early doors. No, it's broken up. Luckily for us there was a chance early doors for Cincinnati.
Anyway, playing a ball long now, trying to do something here. I mean, do you see how we play here early doors? Oh, good shot though there from Cincinnati, from Lama, and there's going to be a corner kick to them. We are playing with a slightly offset formation, which in Football Manager can work quite well or can be quite difficult. So with that in mind, hopefully we might be able to do something here. My assistant's already saying we should try and play some long balls forward. It's quite worrying at one of the favourites for our conference, and after a few minutes, Cincinnati are not one of the favourites either, may I say, not at all. But anyway, Bradley with a free kick now. Titan has to make a good save there. Lack quality there from the ex-Roman midfielder coming through. Benzak with the corner now, cleared away by Lama. He can now launch a counter-attack. The MLS really is a combination of some older, more stoic sort of players, mixed with a bit of pace. Anyway now, set piece of Toronto. We're surely going to get us away for the goal. Eriksson with a strike away. Titan with a good save there under pressure, the Polish goalkeeper. Benzak with a corner in now. Come on, Toronto. We've got the quality here. We should be able to finish in a minute and take the lead. Eriksson now. Benzak down to Bradley. Bradley from distance. Titan with the good save again. Getting shots on target now, at least starting to show what our attacking prowess is. Corner in again, cleared away. Benzak comes in again, once again looking to try and get a strike away. Cincinnati holding on as much as they can here, getting bodies on the line as we now try and build from the back again. Trying to find Eriksson, our widest player on the pitch here. That's where a lot of our danger is going to come in this one. We're also telling the team to really attack high up the pitch, try and win that ball. Like I generally like to do that in Football Manager. You probably noticed so far, but it does mean can be space in behind here as Lama tries to clear it, tries to get a shot away, can't do it. Eriksson to Toronto now, scrappy, but it looks like a very decisive game. Morrow with the strike over the crossbar, very close there. Probably should have been on target. We're getting a bit closer. Oh, Benzak's got a knock here. He's only on £1,000 a week loan deal to the end of the season. Wonderful, and one of the lowest contracts you can have in an MLS team. Really going to be worth his money here for us. Bear in mind the quality of his, abilities. Half an hour gone, still 0-0. Really been quite an interesting game. Cincinnati have looked dangerous, a lot more dangerous than what I would have liked. Ball across there from Gutman from Cincinnati. Bono reads it really well. We got the blooming singer from from U2 in goal. Sorry, U2. Bono's in goal for us, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be absolutely fine. Hello. You better save this one. Luna's in here, he does. Bono with a good save there. Doing it for you two and doing it for Toronto as we get towards half time. 10 minutes to go. Benzak's still carrying that knock. I was hoping he better run it off by now. Luna's gone in there on Bradley. It's a two-footed lunge. That is going to put the game in our favour. Free kick now as Benzak plays it in. Gonzalez at the back post. That is a double whammy, ladies and gentlemen. In a minute there, we've had a red card for the opposition and a set-piece goal for us. We go to the 3D. Benzak plays the ball in here. What a great header on there from Ekats. And then once again Gonzalez there at the back post just to touch it in. Didn't even need to get his head on it. Got his foot on it. Puts Toronto in the lead here as we head towards half time. Now Morrow can come running forward now, trying to find the space. And Eriksson now. They're down to 10. We're surely going to do better now. Morrow strike not on target sadly, but a lot better from Toronto. Been building into this game. 2 minutes of added time are up. Toronto 1, Cincinnati 0. Right, I've told them they're a man down, but do not let your performance levels drop. That is the way to do it. We're going to start the second half, no change. It's just a nice little pep talk now. Once again, as we kick off here, you can see our fullbacks trying to push up a bit further, especially on the left-hand side, looking to try and cause problems and get some numbers in the middle. That's how we're going to do it. Full gegenpress attack for Toronto this season. Anyway, now Bradley across with the ball now. Can we get a second goal here? They're down to 10 men, but Adi's in here for Cincinnati. This would be embarrassing if the 10 men of Cincinnati, one of the division's least likely size to get to the MLS finals, actually gets a goal against us with one man less. So hopefully we'll be able to get a second goal in a minute, put some ease into our home crowd. Eriksson up to Bradley now. Benzak can't get his strike on target. I should really take him off in a minute. I was hoping he might be able to shake off. It's a bit of a dead leg, but it doesn't look like it's going to be shaken off, so we might have to make a change in a minute. We have got one or two options, but as you saw when we looked through the team report, it's a lot more about numbers rather than quality, in fact. Eriksson loses the ball there, can't get the strike away. He needs to try and do a bit better there. Orola manages to pick the ball up here, and Toronto now try and launch the counter-attack down the left. Morrow cuts inside. Eriksson on the right, ball across. Josie Altidor's first goal of the season for Toronto. That is what we gave him a designated player position for. We're going to go to the 3D and see how well he does here in the crowd of players. Morrow coming inside here, narrowing the game. Goes, you know what? Alright, let's find that right-hand side position. Eriksson on the volley. Altidor on the first touch header. Great header down past the goalkeeper. Great assist as well. Toronto looking like we're getting up to speed now. Toronto 2, Cincinnati 0 here after 52 2 minutes. Great stuff, and they got a lot of players in the book as well, as you can see here. Makes me think they're not really being able to keep up with us now, but I still hopefully won't see any complacency coming into the team. I said that at half time, as you guys know. Lamb is in there as I say that. We are trying to encourage teams onto us so we can try and pinch them back quickly and try and counter attack and try and get some goals, so that's not surprising. Corner in now, luckily we deal with it. Getting towards the time where I'm going to make a change now, about 5 minutes towards the hour mark. Ball across there, slightly dangerous, but it looks like our quality is going to come through. Morrow coming back inside, a lot of danger coming for him today, no doubt about it. Oro on the right hand side now, up to Bradley, Poslow, Morrow, can he get a strike away? Someone will in a minute surely. Poslow as well. I wouldn't mind playing Poslow slightly higher, he's actually playing slightly deeper today than what I really would like to do. But bearing in mind, trying to fit in all your quality players as well when you're in the MLS, trying to make the most out of your core squad is so important. So we have to do that. Great ball across there. Eriksson can't get the shot on target. We're going to make a change now. Right, we've got a double change incoming now. Larea and Endo come off of Poslow and Benzoat. Both have gone in the book, both looking a bit lively. Let's try and keep the game at 11-10, not 10 versus 10. Anyway, now here come Toronto. We're still on the attack here. Can we get that third goal to really confirm a home victory here to start our campaign? Really should be looking to be one of the favourites in this Eastern Conference this season. Really should be looking to, get ourselves into the final. Oh, is that a penalty? Oro came running in there. Gutman's gone in. He's already in the book. He's got away with that one. It's going to be a penalty. It's going to be Josie Altidore to take it. Can he get his second goal again? He can't. He's hit it straight at the goalkeeper. I didn't think he was much of a penalty taker in real life. I'm going to have to look at why he was set as that, actually. Must confess, I didn't change it. It's probably my fault. Anyway, Endo down to Larea now. Can he find some space? Oro on the right-hand side. Ball back across. Bradley again now picks it up. Toronto playing them right back into their own penalty area here. Larea, someone's got a long-distance strike in a minute, surely. Come on, lads. One of you show me what you can do. Eriksson picks up the ball on the right again with Oro. Good tag team partnership going on down that right-hand side today. Bradley, Oro back in. Larea on the distance. I think it's Altidore. I think it's going to be offside. Yeah, it's offside. For a moment there, it was given, and I was like, okay, well, we'll take it. But yeah, no, he was a good 5 yards offside, wasn't he? I mean, we could tell. It was quite obvious. But anyway, doesn't matter. Still 2-0 here. Still 2 goals to good. It's still all Toronto. After the first 5 minutes where they came off to a good start, Cincinnati tried to gate crash the party. Eriksson's strike there not on target. Not done as well in this game as I'd like today. I'd like to see him come in a bit more of an impactful sort of winger on the right hand side. But still got time and we're still doing well. Bradley ball in. Ozaro with the goal. What am I saying about us trying to put our advantage to the sword here? And that's what's happened. Eriksson down to Oro, plays a ball across here. Look, great down to Bradley. Bradley's got some great passing. That's why he's worth one of our designated player positions. Ozaro gets his head on it, puts it in the far corner. The Toronto FC fans are ecstatic. Hopefully that'll put us right to the top of the league before we start here. And we've got a set piece now again. Gonzalez can pick it up. Can he get a second? Endo with a strike on target. Titan with a save. Demand some more here now as we head to the last 10 minutes in the corner. Still want to keep a clean sheet. Still want to try and maximise what we can get from this one. Final 10 now. Come on, Toronto. We're focused off the feedback. Look at those ratings, guys. Looks like this asymmetric formation with a gegenpress is going to work quite well for us this season. Anyway, Gonzalez with a free kick now. Toronto trying to just hold the game up. Gutman has handled there and he's gone off. They're down to 9, Cincinnati. I feel a bit bad for them. They've had to work hard for this, but we've been utterly dominant. Bradley with a free kick, not on target. Into 3 minutes of added time, 1 for each of the goals we got today. Throwing in now, here comes Toronto again. Morrow on the left hand side, down to Endo. Morrow across, Altidore trying to get his second of the game after missing the penalty. Larea now with a strike, he's also looked good since coming on. Aurelio down to Bradley, cleared away now. Can Cincinnati offer a consolation goal with a minute to go? They don't look too concerned, they think the game's up here with literally a minute to go. Passing the ball around, they've given it away again. Here comes Bradley for Toronto, up to Morrow. Can we get the ball in? Larea's waiting there, excuse me. Morrow now down, offside goes there for Morrow. Surely that's going to be the last action of the game here. What a start to our campaign at the BMO Field. It's going to be a 3-0 win against Cincinnati. Off to a great start for one of the favourites. The full-time whistle goes. 25 shots, 8 on target to 6-3. We have done wonderful stuff. The man being sent off has definitely helped, but what can we say there? I'm going to say a good win, boys. Well done. I don't want to get too carried away. If you get too carried away too early, they might, lose that mentality. Got to try and balance it out, but a great start to our life in the MLS puts us in second place. So there we go, guys. We're off to a great start of our Toronto save. We managed to navigate the transfer window, which is incredibly impossible in the MLS, with actually knowing what you're doing. We've managed to win our first game by 3-0, keeping a clean sheet, 3 great goals. And as you can see here, we are joint top with a lot of the other opposition we've got in this division. The teams we're going to worry about, like the Atlanta United, who have got hellishly good players. Small first team, but my goodness me, they are a really, really decent unit at this level. Same for NYCFC, New York City Football Club. They're going to be dangerous as well. Got a nice tie with Manchester City, which gives us cause for concern as well. But anyway, we'll head to the schedule now, so we'll come back. Wow, we've got Montreal Impact next. That's a local derby. We'll see you for that one. Please like, follow, and subscribe to the channel, and please go follow me on Twitter at FM3032. And we'll see you tomorrow for some more Canadian Major League Soccer action. Good night.